Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.7677 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.63%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC corrective movement, and soon we might see a very nice bounce to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see a first wave in that Elliot wave structure over here, and I believe that is the movement that we are seeing here on the Polygon Matic chart. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can see that better, within that wave 1, I also expect to see a fractal wave information within that wave 1, and I believe that is what is information over here. And right now we are in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing high in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, and getting into the details of the formation of this fractal wave so that it can also give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. After making our low down here, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 1, then saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of our wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's we can get a minimum target area for the retracement of that second wave between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618, and you can see that wave 2 retraced into that target area. Then after making the low, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a third wave, which I had a target area here on the charts at around the $0.93 mark, and that I was basing it on the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gave me a minimum target area for that third wave at the Fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.93 mark, and Polygon Matic continued to respect that. And initially here on the charts I had my wave 3 high as that high at around the $1.02 mark, and this retracement that we can see over here, that is what I was terming as a wave 4 to the lower side. But the moment we managed to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark and made a new high, that made me to change scenarios and have this new high as the high for that third wave at around the $1.06 mark. And this movement to the lower side that we can see over here, this is what is forming a wave 4 to the lower side. And because we have the high for that first wave and the third wave that is within that fractal wave, we can get a minimum target area for the higher Elliot wave count 1, and to do that I just need to use the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 3. That gives me a minimum target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1 at the Fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.2458 mark. So once we see the formation of a wave 5 within that fractal wave, then I would expect that move to end at around the $1.24 mark, and that is at the Fib level 0.618, getting back into the formation of a wave 4 over here so that it can also give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. A wave 4 is a retracement of the third wave, so using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 3 to that high of that wave 3, that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, and that is the minimum target area for that retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4. And you can see Polygon Matic has continued to respect that. We have been trading within that target area, and because our wave 4 is a corrective wave, we also expect to see an ABC corrective movement within this wave 4, and I believe we are also seeing that, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making a high at around the $0.94 mark. Then we have continued seeing lower prices, which has now taken us back to around the $0.69 mark in the formation of a wave C, and the $0.69 mark is within this red target area for the minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, meaning the low might be in for that fourth wave to the lower side. And after making that low, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, and we have been trading between a key area of resistance and a key area of support. And in that movement, we have seen the formation of a channel. So over here, between those two areas of resistances and the support, we have been trading within this channel, and we are yet to manage to break out of that channel either to the upper side or to the lower side. And at the moment, we are trading at the upper part of the channel, and that gives me the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that Polygon Matic, in case there is an increase in volume and also a volatility in the whole crypto market, that can help Polygon Matic to give us a pump, it's possible we might see a breakout out of that channel to the upper side, manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.78 mark, have a retest of that key area of resistance before we continue pushing higher. That is the first possible scenario that can play out. It's also possible that in case we see a decrease in volume here on the Polygon Matic, and maybe the whole crypto market is in a bear movement, we can see us continue seeing lower prices, lose the key area of support at around the $0.72 mark, have a breakout out of that channel that we have been trading within, maybe even see a retest of the lower side of the channel before we continue seeing lower prices, and that movement can give us a low below the low that we have at around the $0.69 mark. And that movement, I can expect it to fully maximize this red target area in the formation of our wave 4 down here. And in case that happens, then we can start saying the low is in at around the $0.66 mark in the formation of our wave 4. Then we can start sketching out a movement to the upper side in the formation of our wave 5 over here. That's the other possible scenario that can play out. And also assuming that the low is in for the formation of that wave 4, then whatever we are seeing over here, we can name it as an Elliot wave structure, having this as the wave 1, having this as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then right here we are in the formation of a wave 3. And once you see a breakout out of the channel to the upper side and make a new high at around maybe the $0.82 mark, then we can name that as a high for that wave 3, then expect a wave 4, then a wave 5, which we can now name as a higher Elliot wave count 1 within the fractal wave 5. Hope that is clear. So we can see this fractal wave within a wave 5, because within a wave 5 we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 5, so that we can complete the higher Elliot wave count 1. So that's the other possible scenario, but the one with the most likely possibility is the one of us getting a new low, because whatever we are seeing over here is not yet a clear movement to the upper side in an Elliot wave structure. So we cannot yet say the low is in the formation of a wave 4, but there's still the possibility that the low is in. And getting back to the 4-hour chart and also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 50 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side, for us to be able to manage to break out of the channel to the upper side, and also any movement to the lower side will still be supported. On the MACD, we have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean lower prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.